Next up is Rick Morrell.
Hi, thank you for the chance to speak. It seems to me that there are two important questions to answer as we consider this resolution. The first one is Ned Kalin's experiment ethical? The second question is, if it's not ethical, does the Dane County Board of Supervisors have an obligation to take a position on it, or is it appropriate for the county board to take a position on it? About 15 years ago, an ethicist commented on what he called at the time a near consensus among ethicists that the status quo in animal research is ethically indefensible. A near consensus among ethicists that the status quo of animal research is ethically indefensible. This is coming from an expert, somebody who spends his life studying these issues. More recently, 2 years ago, another ethicist referred back to that comment and stated that that near consensus had become more intense in the intervening years. In other words, there is a very strong consensus among the experts, people who do ethics as a profession, that the status quo in animal research is not ethically defensible. Some of UW's own bioethicists oppose Kalin's experiment. One of the committees that reviewed the protocol and voted on it has a bioethicist, a tenured faculty member on the committee. He voted against this protocol. Another well-known, well-respected bioethicist at UW-Madison who has served in the Obama administration said to me personally, in the context of bioethics, people and monkeys should be treated the same. This is a nationally or internationally known and respected bioethicist at UW who says in the context of bioethics, people and monkeys should be treated the same. Obviously, Ned Kalin is not treating the monkeys the same way that we would treat people. His experiment is, in fact, not at all ethical. It is profoundly immoral. So the second question is it appropriate for the County Board of Supervisors to take a position on it? Well, UW-Madison has a long history of not willing to become engaged in this ethical issue. The state, a few years ago, on request of UW-Madison, extended the exemption for biomedical research, so-called bona fide scientific experiments, to include everything UW-Madison might want to do to a non-human animal. Blanket exception, blanket exemption to whatever they want to do to an animal. So there is no other body that's enforcing any limit to what the UW chooses to do as long as the committee approves the experiment. And yet we have this experiment that seems quite immoral to us. So what is the right response from any elected body of elected officials to what frankly is a moral atrocity in our own backyard that others are ignoring? It seems to me that the bare minimum, the very least we could do is take a position on it. And in fact, I'd say that we all have a moral obligation to take a position on it and to stand against it. Because there is no hope of change if we don't at least take that very small first step. And if we don't take that very small first step and take a position and speak out, frankly, I think we're all complicit. Thank you.